The guy would deliberately spin the spoon 2.5 times, and then, when the guards weren't paying attention, he would slip the spoon into the bottom of his shoe and rub it back and forth. And then he would act as if nothing had happened. When the guards spotted something off, they quickly went to check on the guy, who promptly said that the spoon looked dirty and needed to be swapped out for a new one. As the guards were hesitating, his companion tried to distract them by pretending to be busy, unaware that it was the guards' carelessness that had brought shame to Alcatraz, the most secure prisons ever built. The two of them strode confidently over to the service counter. While his buddy chatted with the guards, he discreetly grabbed the spoons. The guards had no clue that the guy was actually holding 2 spoons, but it was this seemingly simple action that, a seemingly insignificant item that turned out to be crucial in his escape from Alcatraz. First he used a match. He had bought it for a hefty sum, placing it in the center of the box. Then, he forcefully broke the spoons and used a file attached to his nail clippers to grind down the only coin he possessed into a fine aluminum powder. Afterward he meticulously put the spoon handles back together with the iron pieces he had removed, and finally sprinkled the powdered aluminum on top. As the match was struck, the heat from the aluminum reaction caused the 2 metal pieces to fuse together. This created a life-changing for escaping from prison. Eager to test its effectiveness, the man wasted no time. He quickly removed the boxes from the wall and started digging. Sure enough, with the help of this new tool, his speed in breaking the wall significantly increased, filling him with newfound hope. However, just as he was reveling in the excitement of his escape, he didn't realize what the danger was. As he approached the guard assigned to watch over him, he noticed that the guard was dozing off. Luckily, the prisoner next door engaging in conversation deliberately raised his voice, which drew the guard's attention. This faint noise alerted the man to the imminent danger. He quickly used his makeshift device to cover the air vent just in time. By the time the guards arrived, he managed to lie down on his bed without raising any suspicion. Fortunately, the guards didn't notice anything unusual. However, the man was shaken to it, realized he had forgotten his escape tool on the ground. He could only pretend to engage with the guards, ultimately managed to navigate the situation skillfully. As the crisis unfolded, the man sighed in relief only after noticing that the prison guards had left. He picked up the tools on the ground to ensure the area around the chisel was safe. Back to the wall, not a second to spare. The time for the iron mesh vent to be fully revealed has come. Just when he was on the verge of success, he realized that no matter how hard he tried to push, the metal mesh wouldn't budge. It turned out that the mesh was welded to 2 iron hooks, which made him abandon his plan for the time being. But the next day at work, the man stumbled upon a piece of wood shavings, which instantly lit up his eyes, and his mind quickly came up with a daring plan. Even though his cellmate warned him not to take any risks, he didn't listen. He didn't hesitate to tuck the piece of wood into his pocket. But just as he was about to head back to his cell, a machine suddenly made a noise, but the man calmly reached into his pocket a piece of wood and pulled out it, saying it was useful. He used it to hang up his clothes, even though the guards were only half convinced. But they still took the wood shavings, unaware that the man had already left behind a piece of wood shavings stuck to the soles of his shoes.